The 9-game winning streak is over. The Bulls do not get that 10-game winning streak. It's unfortunate, but the Bulls will do for a loss as the Bulls lose in Dallas 113-99. I just have to say the Bulls were definitely due for a loss, especially the way they've been playing. They've been just completely outscoring teams. And, at some point, you're going to have a poor night shooting. That's what happened tonight. So, no need to overreact here. I see a lot of people overreacting, but I want to talk to you guys what needs to get fixed here because defense has been absolutely atrocious these past couple of games. But the Bulls have won, so we haven't really talked about it, but I want to talk to you guys about it right now. So, before we get into it, make sure you hit that like button if you're new to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Last video I said my goal was 1,000 subscribers this year. It still is that. Let's get to 1,000 this year. I'd really appreciate it. So, just quick overview of this game. I just want to look at this team stats really quickly here. Like, the reason why for this Bulls loss is not the turnovers. As you can see, we did a good job controlling the ball. It's not really the assists either, or like the passing. I actually thought the Bulls passed the ball really, really well tonight. I know a lot of people are upset with some shot selection, but let's be honest here. I mean, you kind of have to let your stars do their thing. And I have to say, I thought Vucevic got some wide open shots tonight, and he was absolutely just bricking it. So that's unacceptable from him. I thought Zach bricked a bunch of wide open threes. Again, unacceptable, but it's bound to happen. And I thought DeMar, I mean, a lot of people were, some people were upset with some of DeMar's shot selection, but I'm like, bro, you have to let DeMar do his thing. Not to mention, I have to say, I think some of these other role players, they did not play very well tonight. Now, people can disagree with me on that. I thought Isle played very well. I thought Kobe played very well in terms of going to the basket, but he did not shoot it very well from long range or from the mid-range. I thought Derrick Jones Jr. missed a lot of wide open threes, and that's the reason why I'm saying that I thought everyone was passing tonight. I know the assist numbers don't look like that when it looks like for LaVine and Vucevic, but I thought those guys, they were passing out to the open guys. Those guys though did not make the shot. It's just how it went tonight, and that's how it goes. So even when your big three is struggling, you need to get other guys to step up. They didn't really step up tonight, so be it. So that's how things went. So that's unfortunate. First half, I thought defensively it was overall pretty good in the first half. I thought they were wearing Doncic out. I thought they ran the Mavericks off the three-point line. But as you saw in the second half, everything just broke down. I would say even at like the end of the second quarter through the rest of the game is where the defense was awful. Because at the end of the first quarter, I thought defense was fantastic. But then end of the second quarter is where the defense fell apart, gave up 3 straight 3-point plays, whether it was a 3 or a layup and 1. And that's what basically changed the game, as you can see the results right here. As you can see right here, man, like this Dallas Mavericks team, they score the ball. It's just what they do. And right here, this is a big issue. 44% for 3-point range, that's unacceptable, especially when your big three do not have it going. So, also this right here, Vucevic did not get that many rebounds, nor did the entire team. We need to do a better job on the glass. So, it's just unfortunate. But hey, like I said, the Bulls were due for a loss. It's just how it went. And, if the Bulls can't generate points, usually you rely on the free throw line, but unfortunately the officials were not calling anything. So, it just was overall a bad game. And it happens. I mean, I see a lot of people overreacting, man. I'm just like, there's no need to overreact, man. There is absolutely no need to overreact. But I want to show you a play immediately off the bat right now to show you what happened and why the defense has just been so bad recently, but we're still winning the games. But I'm going to show you this play right here. I'm happy that's in the highlights because it's hard for me to get those clips. I was going to actually show you a clip from my phone. But I'm going to show you what needs to change in this exact possession. Again, I said at the end of the second quarter, the defense fell apart. And I'm showing you right here where there was a breakdown. So this is off a LaVine miss. LaVine missed the 3. So what happens in this era of the NBA? You push the ball. And Mavericks pushed it up. There's not that many mismatches. Honestly, it looks pretty okay, in my opinion, with what happened here. Honestly, I would like LaVine on Jalen Brunson, but instead we had Derrick Jones Jr., which is fine. So, pick and roll with him and Kleba. As you can see, this is already an issue because Kleba's wide open, and there was nothing changed here at all tonight. And I'm very upset at Billy Donovan for not doing anything about this, but this is not what this play is about. You're going to see here, Brunson passes it over to the corner, and LaVine does the right thing. You want to run the Mavericks off the three-point line and force the drive, which he does. And so, LaVine forces a drive baseline for Josh Green, and then DeMar DeRozan comes over and helps, which is what he should do. This is going according to plan, except for that top of the key thing with Kleba being wide open. This is going right. and DeMar DeRozan comes over and helps. But you see the issue right here. He came off Dorian Finney-Smith, so Finney-Smith's wide open. Derrick Jones Jr. absolutely just screwed up on this play. He needs to get over here. And this is something I've talked about before in previous videos, that if a guy's going baseline hard, you need to take away the other corner because that's a simple pass, right? Josh Green is looking right at Dorian Finney-Smith. This is a simple pass to the corner. If Derrick Jones Jr. just slides over and takes away Dorian Finney-Smith, now Josh Green actually has to throw it back out to the top of the key, hopefully is able to see Maxi Kleber, and then the Bulls are then able to rotate quicker because let's say Derrick Jones Jr. slides over here. Josh Green then has to throw it back out to Maxi Kleber up here. That allows Lonzo to slide on over. Levine then pick up Luka, and then DeRozan can then go to Jalen Brunson, and you let Vucevic cover the paint. It's that simple. But instead, though, you see Derrick Jones Jr. did not come over, and he recognizes it too late. At this point, wide open three for Dorian Finney-Smith, and it ends in a three. Again, this is just one of the breakdowns that happened at the end of the second quarter for the Chicago Bulls, and that's unacceptable. This cannot happen anymore. And it was just an absolute travesty just to watch this because I thought the Bulls defense in the first half was really, really solid until then, like the last 3 minutes of that second quarter where it just absolutely went to poop. So, just bad stuff, just showing you what needs to change. Because again, if you run that guy off the 3-point line in the corner, you force him baseline, you need then to cover the other corner because that's a simple pass to that other corner that is too easy. You need to force that guy to throw the ball back out to the top of the key. It is so much harder to do that, especially when you have two guys on him in his face. It's so hard to make that pass. And the Bulls just absolutely broke down in this possession. It's unfortunate. And it's honestly the entire game. I want to see if I can pull up a Maxi Kleber. Just simple pick and roll here because I honestly don't know what needs to happen because it's just so bad right now, and I have some things in mind to fix this, but I don't know, man. It's just, I mean, look, this is what's been happening all night. This happened all night for Luka and Maxi Kleber. It's this double pick and roll where Luka comes off two screens to the top of the key. And you see here, I mean, Stacey King's always just screaming at Vucevic, like, look, Vucevic is going too far down, and Vucevic isn't recovering too fast enough. And I don't know what it is about Stacey King. I love Stacey King, but I actually think he's actually wrong in this sense. Because what I think needs to happen here is one of two things. One, Io needs to get through the screen. Now, I know it's harder because he's getting screened twice, but he needs to get through this to basically force Doncic away, right? You want to force Doncic either into Vucevic or just away from the middle of the floor. Keep Doncic away from the middle of the floor here. And Io basically is recovering too late. Now, what I think the other option is that you need Zach to come on over here. Because I would much rather have Doncic have to throw a cross-court pass than just a simple little dump back to Maxi Kleber. It's one or the other, man. It's either Io needs to get over this much better, or Zach needs to come on over here. I don't know what the defense was or what the game plan was from Donovan, but this needs to be fixed because it's not just the Mavericks running this. It's every team that has a big that can shoot. They're going to be running this. I mean, what's going to happen when the Bulls face someone like Karl-Anthony Towns who can shoot the 3-ball, right? It's not going to be a good time for the Chicago Bulls if this is what continues to happen. I like the drop coverage because I don't want to make Vucevic be running out to the 3-point line, but I honestly think that if you're Billy Donovan, you need to make some sort of decision here, and I don't think he made any adjustment at all. And I understand that the Bulls, it's been a weird time. Donovan was out, and I think honestly when Donovan went out with protocol, the Bulls defense kind of slipped up. I know Alex Caruso is also gone right now, but Donovan's back now, so I need him to do better. I need this Bulls team to do better, and we need to get it together defensively because Alex Caruso is now in protocol, and we're not getting him back anytime soon. So it's going to be tough for the Bulls to just kind of figure this out because we don't have any practice anymore. We have 4 games in 5 nights against, I think, the Pistons, Nets, Warriors, and Celtics, if I'm remembering correctly. So it's a tough schedule from here on out, and the Bulls need to figure this out, look over the film, do better, and put in more effort and be more aware. So I don't know, man. I think, honestly, Zach needs to come on over here and try to force Maxi Kleber to either put the ball on the floor or then force Doncic to throw it over to Reggie Bullock instead. Because I don't know the percentages, but Maxi Kleber has been destroying us all night. I think I'd much rather see Dorian Finney-Smith try to make a three right now. I know I showed you a clip where he just made one, but this dude has hit so many threes at this point that you need to cover him. And you see here, the Bulls are just basically running their drop coverage, and Doncic gets two. Vucevic then has to run all the way over here, and it's a simple three. Now, the other thing too is this. I mean, because this is the strong side of the floor, there should be more guys over here. So the other option I think honestly is if you're Vucevic, you want to ask help from Lonzo here. Basically, Vucevic, you're gonna see Lonzo kind of move over here to basically cut off the drive from Doncic. So then Vucevic is then more able to stay closer to Maxi Kleber. And so Vucevic doesn't have to basically run from here to Kleber. Instead, he'll be over here. And Lonzo can then cut off the drive, and then hopefully he'll throw the pass to Jalen Green, and that's a simple recovery for Lonzo instead of having Vucevic to run all the way back. So there's options here, man, and I don't honestly know if Donovan ever put in one, so I'm not really happy about that. Again, I'm not trying to hate too much on Donovan here, but I just have to say that I don't think there was any sort of game plan change for this Doncic-Kleber pick and roll. I mean, this was run all night tonight, and they were specifically going at Vucevic, and it just worked to perfection, unfortunately, in the second half. So, unfortunate loss for the Chicago Bulls. I'm not going to really say anything positive about tonight because, I mean, if you look at the big three in the box score, man, the big three didn't shoot very well, specifically Levine and Vucevic. Vucevic was missing bad tonight, like bad. And Zach had it going in the first quarter and first half, but that was honestly it. DeMar, I mean, I actually thought DeMar was struggling throughout the entire game until like the fourth quarter. So it just was a bad night. And, you know, if the big three's struggling and then the other role players are also kind of struggling, you know, just a recipe for a loss. So no need to panic here if you're a Bulls fan. Just we move on. Hopefully we play Tuesday against Pistons. Gotta get that win against Pistons. So that's all I have for you guys in this video. Make sure you hit that like button if you're new to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Bulls versus Pistons next. Hopefully you get the win against them. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.